Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Sorry, I'm just hey, sorry, just finishing my little bit of my setup here. Little deep, deep, deep. All right, we're about to get it in. Okay, so now I got my little chat right here and I can see all you guys. How are y'all doing? How is everyone doing? Great to see you. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out. We're gonna have a couple very interesting conversations. And don't you dare take a peek behind that curtain. Look over here, UFOs. All right, let's get started. So, first off, I just want to say for like the third or fourth show in a row, your boy Dang Old Matt is first again. Congratulations, Dang Old Matt. You, sir, are the man, and you, sir, are due at least one thumbs up and a high five. Congratulations. And also, I want all of you to notice that Dang Old Matt is also a channel member. So I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. And of course, the second channel member is Kurt24. Now, the reason that we take a few minutes to honor every single channel member that is in here, and thank you. He was watching me on the Tactical Turkeys stream. If you don't know about the Tactical Turkeys, then go check them out. They're my peeps. Um, on the Tactical Turkey stream, we were talking about forgotten weapons, guns from the past, guns from the hood from the past, and it was actually a really exciting time. We're also talking about old, I mean, like clothes, like just all sorts of throwback stuff. It was a blast. So anyway, so we take a few minutes in the beginning to say hello to every single channel member because you guys are what allows this show to continue every single Tuesday, Thursday, and every other Saturday. But I got some news. I'm probably going to start doing more streams throughout the week and maybe adjusting my schedule a little bit. And it'll probably open up more guests. I can have, more guests come on and, more opportunities to. I don't think Matt ever closes the DLD tab. That could be, it may be. Or, I mean, I don't know. He could be watching on the app on his phone. You never know. I just think he was literally watching me on the turkey stream and then just came right over because I was like, all right, y'all, I got to go start my show. Peace out. So that was probably it. But the channel members, all of y'all are the reason that we can do this. So I appreciate you, man. Appreciate all y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. So we got DJ Play Nice. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Obviously, we got Kurt 24. I already mentioned you, but I can mention you twice. You know what I'm saying? You're the OG. Honestly, Kurt 24 has been working behind the scenes for me for nothing, for free, for so long, sending me like pictures of the chat so I can keep up. Now, thank God, StreamYard and YouTube actually talk to each other, but y'all know how that is. Anyway, S Armitage, what's up, brother? Another channel member. I appreciate you. Who else we got? See, when I leave y'all in here for too long, there's a lot of conversation I have to go through, and I apologize about that. That's my bad. Benchies Go Boom. What's up, brother? Another channel member. And of course, Benchies Go Boom is part of Freedom Crew University. He is a revered printer of the 3Ds. And yeah, my guy is awesome. So check him out on YouTube and the gram of the Insta. We got Boom Thumb McBangy Hand. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Good to see you. We got Constitutional Carpenter. Great to see you, my man. Another channel member. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. We got Slide Bite. What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Another channel member. Benchies T for Tejas. What's up, fam? Good to see you. Another channel member, of course. We got Mike McClune, my guy. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member. Kurt 24, DJ Play Nice, T for Tejas. Hey, John Crump Live. What's up, fam? Good to see you. Another channel member. And we'll actually be talking about you this evening. So it'll be exciting. It'll be exciting. Let's see. DJ Play Nice, Mike McClune, Kurt 24, Mike McClune, yo. Dark will now see this message. Nice. I'll get to that in just a sec. DJ Play Nice, Armitage. We got Constitutional Carpenter. JLM. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Good to see you. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Good to see you. Excuse me. 80XR920. Another channel member. We got Boom Thumb, Armitage, Zanti Misfit. What up, fam? Good to see you. Another channel member. Hey, JC9, another channel member. So I found out a way that I can actually screenshot the channel members. I may be able to like run some type of like almost like credits. But I just feel like it's not as cool, right? I'm not actually pulling up your name and your comment and saying what's up and thanking you for being here. To me, it's more important, right? Like, imagine if you walked into a party to greet somebody and they were like, "Dark, what's up?" And you just like held up a sign that said hello. Like, no, you got to greet people. You know what I'm saying? Greet people appropriately. ADXR 920, JC9, Benchy's Good Boom, Kurt 24's Anti Misfits. There he is. Blade Boy, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Blade Boy, what is your current EDC blade? That's what I want to know. Let's see, JC9, Santi, Blade Boy. Gort, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Another channel member, of course. And some people are like, "Yo, Dark, sometimes you say, 'What's up, brother?' Sometimes you say, 'What's up, man? What's up, my guy?'" And so is it because, like, you hold brother up here, but my guy or fam down here? No, I just say, "What's up?" All y'all are family, all right? Y'all are my peoples. So, you know, just no, there's no, like, undertone behind that, all right? I just say, "What's up?" to all y'all. Rip Dango, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member, Gord, play nice. ADXR920. Dark will now see this message. Nice. Thank you for the super chat. So I actually could always see super chats. It's if somebody has a member message, right? Like one of their month anniversary messages, or if somebody gifts, and I don't know, somebody hasn't gifted memberships yet. So I believe I'll be able to see them. um, no picture needed. Kurt 24 member for 17 months. So those are popping up now as well. So I don't know. We'll have to see if the if somebody like gifts memberships. When somebody becomes a channel member, that does pop up too. So um, all right, Kurt 24, and thank you again, ADXR 920. You're my guy. Slide Bite, S Armitage, Kurt 24, member for 17 months. No picture needed. That's correct. I got you now. You're in here. You're in here. That to me, that's so exciting, honestly. Oh, and, and Kurt. All right, hang on. Rip Dango, JC9, live life. What's up, brother? Alabama in the house. My guy, what's up? Another channel member. Taco, send a kit. I love it. Another channel member. If y'all know, if you know the story behind that, then you know. We got Toy Town Inc. What's up, brother? Good to see you. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. All you guys are awesome. Blade Boy SFE says EDC what EDC was AD 2.0.53V Knife Center exclusive. I don't even know what the that is. That's so many numbers together. Hold on. So let's pull it up. AD 20.53V. That sounds like a battery. Hang on. AD 20.53V. Let's see what this guy's working with. Images. Okay. Okay. Oh, hold on. That's the Andrew Dimko? Yo, Andrew Dimko is a genius, bro. Like when it comes to blades, man, Andrew Dimko is the Shiat. Toy Town Inc. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member, Johnny Ba. Hold on, I'll get to you guys in just a second. Sorry, I was too curious about this. Let me show y'all. So Andrew Dimko was actually the designer of a lot of the coolest cold steel knives that were out there, and then he went off to do his own thing and design his own knives and build his own knives and all that. So most of the knives that have the auto wave opener on the cold steel knives, like the Black Talon, like the obviously there's I think there was one called an AD. I don't remember exactly what the model is, but that was a cold steel blade. That knife is solid. And the Black Talon, the Raja series, the Raja 1, Raja 2, Raja 3, which I had a Raja 1 for like 4 years, and I used to rock that thing on the regular. It was a gorgeous knife, 14 and a half, or no, 13 and a half inches, oh, like almost 14 inches open. That thing was a beast. And man, I missed that thing. I never should have sold it. But I bought it for like one something, 150, 175. Somebody that just didn't know what they had and ended up selling it for like 450. So all right, so who did I miss? Let me go back here real quick. We got Toy Town Inc., my guy. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Johnny Ba, another channel member. Toy Town Inc. and Johnny Ba, both channel members. Taco Syndicate, DJ Play Nice, Kurt 24, Kurt 24's Anti Misfit, Gort, Dingle Matt. Let's see. The 8015 is my favorite. Nice. Hell yeah. JC9 Flying Rich, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Another Chinamemba. And Flying Rich, you're welcome to pop in. I think you can just jump in. You'll be able to see it if you just jump in the StreamYard, or if you need a link, just hit me up. Let me know. Goombeam, my guy, what's up, brother? Another Chinamemba. Taco Rich, let me see. Playboy, hey, Detective Yang Kimbo. Goon Beam, love the flamingo print packaging. Very Miami of you. Yeah, I've been seeing some people hit me up. He had like taco packaging, all sorts of crazy stuff, man. I love the little funky flair to it. You gotta love it. Goon Beam and Detective Yong Kimbo, both Chenamimbas. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, hold on. So here's where I have an issue. So let me go back here. So starred. Okay, so on my phone, it shows that Kurt gifted 5 channel memberships. That is awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you. It does not show up on the StreamYard chat though. So I do that's so crazy. Okay, now, oh, for all you guys asking, and sorry, Kurt, I'll get right back to that. So, for all you guys asking, how do you allow gifts? If you click on the thing that shows that Kurt gave away 5 channel memberships, you can click to allow gifts on the channel, and it's just a little button you press. So, Kurt, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And it was actually an important little test function here because um, I did not see it on my YouTube chat, but I did see it on my phone here that I have with the chat going. So that's crazy. So thank you again. I appreciate you. And I'm sure you're going to make a lot of people happy. Hold on. Kurt gifted 5 DLD After Dark memberships. Okay, so Too Many Choices was gifted a membership. Johnny Barr was gifted a membership. Testing 1 2 3 was gifted a membership. Mark Mopka was gifted a membership, and Goombeam was gifted a membership. Dang, nice lineup right there, man. That's awesome. I appreciate you. Gabber, what's up, brother? Another channel member for 2 months. I love you, DLD and friends. Thank you, man. We love you too. We're all a big dysfunctional family here. Mr. Boing. Great to see you. Another channel member, Mr. Douglas Bolin. Is it like bowling? Like if somebody was to casually say they went bowling like that? Like is that how you say it? DLD After Dark, where them Waco flags? Okay, so I'm almost there. I said it would be by the end of this week. I just need a hair more time. I'm working on a bunch of different things for the channel, for DLD hardware, for all sorts of stuff. I think I'm just gonna hit the throttle on my own stuff, and I'm not built for a job anymore, right? I don't want to work a job anymore. It's not, and it's not like, oh, I'm too good to work for a job. I noticed that every single job, even though I dedicate my life to what I'm doing, right? Like I totally like face first dive into whatever I'm doing and commit 100%. It usually ends after a while. I used to stay at jobs. I think the longest one was like 7 or 8 years. Then it was like 5 years, then 2 years. Now I'm like, okay, every time I get a job, even though in my opinion I'm doing really great work, it ends in like 2 years. And I don't want to continue making other people hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands, in some cases millions of dollars doing shit that I don't want to do, right? And what type of person am I choosing to be, and what type of what example am I setting for my daughter if I'm doing shit that I don't want to do or need to do? If I can do other things that can, bring in income. So I'm working on that. I'm working all of it out, man. I'm kind of stuck in a really weird place. So needless to say, all of y'all's support is helping way more than you ever could have imagined. Even people hitting me up on Instagram, like, yo, I'm going to buy something on PSA, send me a link, or I'm going to buy something on Brownells, send me a link, or, Bear Creek Arsenal, even though I don't always recommend that. Sometimes people just want to print a lower and throw an upper on it. And hey, if Bear Creek is the route you want to go, do your thing, bro. But those people hitting me up asking for links, it helps a lot because I cannot put those links on YouTube, and every little bit adds up, man. That's I just need to make a little bit from a lot of places. That's it. Anyway, I'm sorry. This isn't about me. I just want to share, that I'm grateful for all the support. DLD OnlyFans, maybe one day. Um, RIP old guy. Okay, so F in chat for the old guy. So for the what have we learned from this? Let's back up a little bit, okay? For people of differing views, right? How many people over the last few years said that they wanted to actually, you know what? Hold on. I can't just jump into that right now. Let me go back real quick and we will hit that, okay? We'll hit that real good. Hey, Flying Rich, what's up, brother? Doc, it's about me. Send link. Bro, you have access to my StreamYard. Can't you just jump in? Yo, tell Rich to stop being lazy. Hold on. Copy link. Send it to Rich. His phone number is 911. Okay, perfect. Send. Rich, thank you for the for the super chat as well. My man. Let's go through the honorable mentions too. My bad. Hey, Double X, what's up, fam? Good to see you. Yep, self-employment is the only way. Yeah, man. That's how I'm feeling right now. F the world. Don't ask me for S. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it. Dark Soul extended car warranty. Man, if I told y'all what I've done professionally for like the last 10 years, y'all would be like, what? The people that I have told are like, no fucking way. No way. Yeah. So it's crazy. G23, what's up, fam? Good to see you. Appreciate you joining us. Who else we got in here? Let's say what's up to the honorable mentions. Let's see, we got G23. Geez, so many of y'all are channel members. It's crazy. Marconi, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. G23, Marconi. Who else? I saw somebody else in here. Man, that's crazy. I want to ride. Dang, where okay, I don't know where everybody went. I don't know. Too many choices is now a channel member. Hey, there he is, Bud Boomer. What's up, man? And Bud Boomer was not the boomer that was. I see you. I see you back there. Bud Boomer was not the boomer that was murked in Utah. We're going to talk about that too. But don't you dare look behind the curtain. Okay. Bud Boomer, appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. Warsaw Patriot, what's up, brother? There he is. The Iron Curtain. Yeah, yeah. The Iron Zeppelin. Wasn't it the Iron Zeppelin? It looked like it was made of iron. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue with this. Flying Rich, RIP the old guy. Okay, all right, just making sure I'm all caught up. All right, so introducing the guest of the evening, which all of you will probably be familiar with his work on his desk, Flying Rich of Flying Rich Firearms and the Flying Rich YouTube channel on YouTube. And he's
Uh,
also well
I'm
known for being friends with obsessed ASAs. Or
a USA, a
a
Karen, Quad Karen.
yeah, AUSA, ASA,
Oh,
APA, whatever's.
I kept a beer from the gathering where last time we were hanging out. Oh wait, no, that you weren't there.
I was not there. I was not there. It's so
It's time to
annoying.
drink.
Are you actually going to open that up? Oh, it's opened. You're actually
This bud's. Oh,
consuming
never mind.
alcohol? It's definitely not a Bud. Rich loves that Bud Light.
Me? Did you see pictures of Sturgis?
Rich the
There's.
controversial.
Do you know Sturgis?
Yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
So there's a big motorcycle meet at Sturgis, and
Yep.
they have
That's
this
the
whole
Sturgis one.
Bud Pavilion, and it looks fucking awesome. And there's nobody there. There's
Mm.
like all week. It was bike week in Sturgis. Nobody.
You know what? That's why my barber isn't available. He's a Harley guy. He runs with a bunch of Harley dudes. AZ Infidel, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
Dude,
I really
remind me
missed.
to tell you. There's a couple of stories I need to tell you. There's a laser story when we're in person and away from electronic devices.
Oh
And
God.
there's a motorcycle story. I think I might have told you part of the motorcycle story.
I probably wouldn't say either of those things on a live stream. There's something I need to tell you that I can't tell around anyone else, or any electronic devices.
I think the statute of limitations on this shit is over.
Dude, I mean, there has been times where we've been like, all right, hold on. Let me do the math real quick. All right, 15 years. Okay, was it a class? But no. Okay, it was okay. It was a misdemeanor. Okay, yeah. And then it's like, we'll talk about that. We're also not the best with math either, so that can be an issue sometimes. So guys, don't go posting anything on Facebook that you wouldn't want published
All I
and
gotta
brought to
say
an FBI
is
agent.
in before so I finally became an adult when I bought the house for my father, which was when I was 27. Oh fuck, that was 30 years ago. So
Wow, you got a dirty mouth tonight, man. Jeez. Hey, Rusty, another channel member. Great to see you.
brings it at me. I'm ready to hit the tequila next.
Your
So
2 sips, it really pulls it out of you.
yeah, that 1.5 sip.
Mhm.
So yeah, if there was social media from the time I was like 17 to 27, I would be
Oh,
unemployable and nobody would even like sell me a house.
100%.
There,
I would literally be sitting Indian style holding a cardboard sign, like, you guys would walk past me, like, there's no way that behind that beard is a human being. So, are you familiar with what happened in Utah?
yeah, that's kind of I don't mean to. So I've only heard about it. And they said the
Okay.
guy was like 300 pounds, couldn't get out of his own way, and they murked him at his house.
I
The
mean,
FBI
he
murked him.
did, he was able to wiggle himself into a $60 airsoft tactical vest and a helmet and an AR with, like, 17 attachments,
So was this
and
cop assisted suicide or what?
no, I apologize. What I'm talking about were previous pictures that he had posted, okay?
Okay.
Now
It's
he
not like cops were knocking on his door, he grabbed the 50 cal and ran out.
Ooh, uh, maybe we should talk about it a little bit more before we discuss that moment. Basically, the guy had posted what they consider to be threats. Now, I didn't carefully read everything, so this is just a casual conversation. Frag out, brother. Good to see you, man.
Homeboy,
Snoring Rich,
homeboy,
good to
you're
see you
careful
too.
with my shit, right?
Who you talking about Frag out or who
Frag out.
point
I'm
who's point?
buying everything he has in his store,
Ah, okay, gotcha. Now
and I
Frag
got
out, just so you
cash.
know, right behind me is the AI.
Hold on, hold on,
I'm
hold
putting
on.
it together.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, while you be right
Fuck
back,
you, 50 cal.
I'm gonna be dude
You're
with the
out.
f bombs.
You've been
Stop,
fired.
stop, Rich. I'm gonna mute you. Jeez.
Oh god, that's
Okay, yeah, you're getting muted because you don't know you're talking that. Okay, so Frag Out Firearms. Take a look right there. I don't know how well you can see it, but that right there is the engraved upper and lower combination that is available. I believe they're available for sale on. You're muted right now because you were saying F words. Um, look up Frag Out Firearms or Frag Out Design Studios on Instagram, and also look up.
you mean your frag out firearm isn't done yet?
No, I just got the barrel, which, by the way, I am putting a
Turn my
10 and a
camera on,
half
man.
inch.
Turn my camera. Look at
You
that.
can't see it. You can't shine the light directly at it. You got to bounce the light.
It's even a cheap light. Jeez, that's so gorgeous.
You're not
Oh
using
my
a
god, that's
goon
hot and
beam.
sexy. No, it's my goon beam's in the other room.
You can barely tell.
It's beautiful.
It looks like an AR that you like dipped in the mud. There
Well,
we go.
anyhow,
It's a little more clear.
that's
So
it's burning.
that is
Poverty pony.
the upper and lower have been. So I'm
Frag
sorry,
out
Frag
items.
Out. We're not representing you very well. Okay.
Sorry.
Hang on.
I mean, I took down my 50 cal just for him. Oh, be real. Why is Rich such a tool? Because I'm handy. That's why. Ah, ah.
So this
That
is the
is.
engraved upper and lower. These are
It
stripped.
is.
They're
It looks so good.
non-firearm. This is just engraved upper and lower, stripped. No guts in it, clearly. And dude, some of the most incredible work.
Fraggo, you're calling me when the sale starts, right?
Yeah, so whenever you're like up and running, dude, some of the work he's doing, follow him on Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram account, create one just to follow him. Okay. I'm not even saying go follow DLD After Dark and Flying Rich. I'm just saying, or Flying Rich underscore official, I think it is.
Yeah,
Uh,
on IG.
but also follow Frag Out Design Studios.
I
Holy moly.
I've got some good shorts. Boy, I hate how that sounds. If you go to Flying Rich Firearms, I do have some shorts with this in it, so you can take a look at that. Uh, yeah, I know I've done a couple of videos on flying, a couple of shorts on Flying Rich Firearms with it, so it's freaking gorgeous. And yeah, Bob Fragout is crazy talented.
Yeah,
Please, man, hit me up.
it
Hit me
is,
up, man.
it's like remarkable work. Um, and not only what he's doing with the engraving, I mean, he's hand drawing engravings and then he's Cerakoting them and doing these crazy, like
We
beautiful
need to
battle worn
get.
finishes.
I
And
want an AR with like Crumpy's logo, my logo, your logo all over it.
that'd be cool. Mostly my logo, but yeah, that'd be cool.
If you say so.
So, okay, so backing up a little bit here. So, before we get into the current situation, so you guys may be familiar with the situation that happened in Utah, not too far out of Salt Lake City. I think it was like I don't know, under 100 miles. I don't remember exactly. So we're not like breaking news or anything. We're just kind of having a casual discussion about this. Okay. Um, this guy had posted some things on Facebook. It didn't appear to me that they were direct threats, right? It was more like shit posting. And I've seen people post way spicier shit and they're not even be an issue, right? But the thing is with some of the things that he had posted, he was likely controversial, right? And then he was saying things like he wouldn't mind seeing the former vice p um lifeless and in certain
Ooh.
capacities, and that it was
There's
time
this.
to dust off the old M4. Or no, it was time to dust off the old, basically a Remington 700. I think he had said whatever the military designation is. It's like an
Oh,
M21
okay.
or whatever.
Yeah, M24, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
M24. So
there's just
they,
crap you keep to yourself. As the comedian Ron White says, I have the right to remain silent, but not the ability.
well,
Um,
here's the thing though. What do you think would happen if you posted something like that on Facebook? Okay, right? You posted something like that on Facebook, and
about
then you.
Trump or about Biden?
So here's the thing, and we're going to talk about that too, right? And look, like we're not like Trumpers or anything, right? Yeah, my life was way easier, even though I disagree with so much shit that Trump did, especially putting us in the situation that we're
Right.
in right now
So
with
I'm
Chevron
putting you in
deference.
the corner with John Crump on this story because the Democrats tell you who they fear most, and they fear Trump most. And you get the most flack when you're over the target. Ask me how I know. So therefore, I am voting for Trump.
I would vote for him too, but I'm not saying that. So there's a different category of people that say that here's what I hate. I hate this bullshit of you're either left or right, you're either red or blue, you're either up or down, you're either red or blue, freaking, conservative or liberal and I think there's so much bullshit in that, and it's divisive and it's poisonous, right? And it puts us in the situation that we're in now. We can all have different views and different opinions. And as a matter of fact, if you're and I'm saying this, carefully, and I'm saying this out of a place of compassion and love, that if your viewpoints that you have currently only falls under one particular side, you should probably reevaluate what you're thinking, right? Because it's likely that you may not be applying enough critical thinking to your own beliefs and your own thoughts, or if you haven't been challenged on your own beliefs and thoughts, you may just be being spoon-fed shit that you're more likely to agree with, right? So
I mean,
Rich and I were talking about this the other day. When somebody says something that you agree with, you don't search for most people don't search for information to prove that it's correct. But if somebody tells you something that you can't believe or you disagree with, you're like, "Where's the proof? Where's the proof?" And
Hmm. Hmm.
we need to be as objective with
Sure.
everything, with every bit of information.
It,
And I'm just encouraging people to form their own views. Don't fall into what other people tell you.
so there was this politician, Ed Koch. He passed away a couple of years ago. He was a liberal Democrat, but more of a classic Democrat. He was mayor of New York City. In New York was an asshole under Koch. But I'll tell you what I liked about Koch, even though he was a Democrat. I thought many bad things of him, not of him personally, but his politics and his beliefs. Let me put it that way. I liked him as a man. I thought he was a good guy because he one of his election speeches was, or catchphrases, if you agree with me on 7 out of 10 things, vote for me. If you agree with me on 9 out of 10 things, get your head examined. And then he would do something stupid and then a day later apologize for it. He was very human. He was, the quintessential human. And, that's a guy you could picture sitting down, having a beer with and talking, talking stuff with.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cursed too much.
Sorry.
I'm just I'm excited about
I
tomorrow.
I was just saying you dropped 3 F bombs in like 3 minutes. I was like, "Whoa,
Hmm.
all right, something's up with Rich," but
I'm
that's
just
okay.
I'm flipping out that I can't be in Jacksonville, but I want to finish the Utah story because I don't know
Yeah.
most of it.
Fun fact, blue and red make purple when smashed together. The more you know. Gizzard Gary, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Gary,
Everybody that just joined, appreciate you guys. So here's the thing, all right? Do you think well, let's use this as an example. Now, removing the situations that have happened as of late, um, do you think that someone out there would look at the type of content that we put out and we post or people like us and they could say, "Whoa, those guys have dangerous ideas. Those guys have guns. They need to be watched," right? And we've never
yes. Well, we
threatened
are. I
anyone.
mean,
I mean, of course we
no,
didn't.
and so here's the interesting another
And for anyone
conversation I
out
had with
there
Doc.
that's just a quick thing, for anyone out there if you don't know, we are 100% being watched by the federal government, almost every stream, comments. So when you guys leave us comments, just know you're leaving comments for them as well. Sorry, continue, Rich.
Yeah, and nah, I'm just not gonna say. But
Yep.
I'm not PO'd. I'm just a little amped up. Realistically, I do global cloud engineering, and I got to deal with a data center in Schnelldorf, Germany tomorrow at 8 a.m. And I'm not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to what's going to happen at 1:30 tomorrow. And pissed that I can't be there. It's highly unlikely that I can be there.
What about is there any way to zoom in? Don't they have to provide a link if you're involved in a case now?
I don't know about that. Anyhow, but
Mm,
where was I going with this? We were talking about them watching and listening and all that crap. Yeah.
yeah,
So I did invent the internet. Me and Al Gore
mhm.
invented the internet together.
I helped a
Um,
little.
and I realized early on that this is a conversation I don't know if I had it with Dark a day or two ago or whatever, but I have never written anything in an email, a post, anything that I didn't expect the entire world to read, and also that I wouldn't say straight to your face. And what I would say
Yeah,
straight to your face is probably worse than what I would write.
for sure. Because anything that you write, anything you say on live streams, anything you say in shorts and videos and whatever, just something casually, it can very easily become very real. Xanthi Misfit
In,
says,
all
"Man,
right, so the other thing, or being a online personality, media person, whatever you want to call us, I have to filter what I believe it or not.
yep,
Dark and I are always filtering what we're saying because you just can't have a stream of consciousness of what's going on. And likewise, same thing with replying to comments. I'm like, I've written like entire paragraphs today. I'm like, delete. Yeah,
yeah."
I'm not saying that.
Well, I mean, I think especially being that we're putting so much out there about ourselves that it would be really easy a for someone that employs people or a person to just catalog certain things, and then once they get a particular amount of shit, be like, okay, bingo, this person has done enough things to deserve whatever X. And
Hmm.
in this situation, so really quickly, Zanti Misfit says, man, all the stupid shit I said. Hold on, someone's knocking. Um, Tim Harper says, DLD After Dark, I was under a court-ordered gag order from 2019 to 2021 and could not discuss my gun case on any social media or publicly, even in person. They can do it. They can
That's
ask you to.
so.
They can.
I don't know Tim. I haven't talked to him. I only correspond with him through comments here. Tim doesn't
Mhm.
sound like a bad guy.
No, not at all.
In with the gag order stuff is amazing to me. It's like, no, I blurt everything, and if you're subscribed to my channel, I talk about personal details. I don't tell you
Yeah,
my address and phone number and crap like that. But yeah, I share a lot of shit on my
yeah.
channel about me, my life, or what's going on.
Bro,
Uh,
I've been I think all of us after a while, you start to see the usernames and you start to
mhm,
become,
mhm.
like familiar with people and it kind of feels like you're all friends here, right? Even though, we know that half of the people watching are likely feds or informants. But the thing that I guess we're talking about here is that, like, if they were to just start doing this to anyone that falls into these categories, this is how shit becomes extremely dangerous, right? Now, this guy had posted some things that and I don't have the exact verbiage in front of me, but essentially some things that he said sounded more like he was saying, like, he certainly wouldn't be upset if something were to happen to the individual that he mentioned, who happens to be a former vice president. And he may even be glad, it sounded like, and that it was time to dust off the old, long range rifle, right? And saying things like that and then posting a bunch of pictures and a bunch of gear and stuff is probably not a good idea. But then again, this morning I just posted a reel
Oh
on
yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
that
I thought it
was
was
like,
baller. That was
if
a
you want to
baller reel.
stop me, you're gonna have to fucking kill me. The Ruth
And your Red Bull,
Langmore, yeah, my breast pistol,
your
and
Red Bull nods.
plate carrier, my Red Bull nods, all that, right? Two 12-ounce cans of Red Bull, you could see a dark. I'm just gonna say that right now. Um, okay, so getting back to this, they what happened was the FBI said this guy is posting threats and he is dangerous enough to be surveilled for months. They surveilled him for more than 2 months, maybe even more than 3. I gotta look back on it, but they were surveilling this 75-year-old man who was an Air Force veteran for
Three
months.
hundred pound dude.
Yeah, who literally had a $60 airsoft vest. Trust me, you know how I know? Because when I was a young kid, I had the same $60 airsoft vest. you know, it's at that point, it's just a chest rig for carrying mags, right?
Nah.
It's not like the reel that I posted was a shellback, level 4 plates. Like, I got 6 mags in that thing. You probably only saw 3, but I got 6 in there. My war belt, my Beretta, my Breest 10.3-inch 5.56 with the with that binary trigger, all that. But, like, okay, so what I'm saying is that we're getting into such a dangerous place that this is so subjective, right? What is dangerous behavior? What is a threat, right? Because I used audio of Ruth Langmore, who is a fictional character who during the Ozarks said, If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to effing kill me." And then some hip hop music that's like basically saying, "I got guns. I'm not bluffing." That's it. That's all I did. I showed my shit, which is a very, very small fraction of my shit. And that some people would say that that's dangerous, right? Now, after months of surveilling this guy, who I would argue posts something that I've seen way more spicy shit posted, like I said earlier, and They rolled up on his crib. They kicked in his door and a gunfight ensued. Imagine that. And they say that he fired first, but you
Doesn't
know,
matter.
they
Doesn't matter.
also say that the Branch Davidians fired first as well. So I don't know what happened, right? This is just so odd that a 75-year-old, 350-pound dude that
I, so here's the thing. There's
Crumpy, what are you doing?
one of the things I need to learn and be better at is the concept of de-escalation. Somebody that is good at that.
Sorry. Yeah.
Um, so, all right, one company I was working at, I did IT security as part of the many hats that I wore.
Hmm.
And one of the managers was upset with one of the employees who actually was a good employee, young guy, did a lot of hard work, and he would view websites. Oh, lordy, lordy. And they wanted to buy this tool that blocked web page, blah, 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 and it's like, I nipped it in the bud. I just, sat down with the guy, had a talk with him, say, hey, look, these guys, they're old people, your managers, they have no clue what you're doing. They think you're going to launch a nuclear weapon. Do me a favor. This is before you could browse on your cell phone and all that bit.
Hmm.
Like, it's probably pre 2000. Like, do me a favor. Just do it at home. Do it at the computer that's in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
Just don't do it while you're on your desk. I
Yeah. Get her
know
fired.
you get your work done. It's boring AF. And
Yeah.
that solved it. So, like, this guy, all they would have had to do is have, like Scully or Mulder walk up to the door. Excuse me, sir. Could I talk to you about some of your social media posts?
They did.
Just
Can I?
they did.
Before
Yeah,
you
they
go
did. They
there,
did. He told him. He told him to go home and get a warrant.
before we go there, let's take it to one other place. As we first off, I want to say, Goonbeam, this is hilarious. It depends on what your definition of is. Didn't Bill Clinton say that?
Yes, yes.
Oh God, agorizer. My pronouns are dangerous and unusual. So okay, a couple things. Now, over the past three and a half, whatever years, right? What have we seen when something is posted on social media and they believe it to be dangerous? What do?
Delete it.
Delete it, remove it, strike you, delete your account, whatever. Did they strike him? Did they delete his Facebook? Did they? No. So why not? Did they want this to occur? Did they want I mean, it's just really strange. So okay, Crump. So they did go to his home and talk to him about his social media posts.
Yeah, yeah, they did. He told him that. Well, he said, "I wrote it. I was talking about a dream I had," and then he told them if that he was done talking to them, and if they come back, get a warrant.
Oh, Xanthi Misfit said that they deleted him. They deleted him. Ooh. Ooh. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, oh, they must have deleted his account. No, they deleted him. That's just a really interesting thing to me. And so when they came back, they did come back with a warrant and they just figured that the tactical approach was the best way to go about it. An armed man that had more life behind him than in front of him.
Yeah, instead of, I mean, if he was gonna do something, I believe that he probably would have done something the first time they came.
I could see that. Yeah.
I, and this is the thing that bothers me is oh gosh, is it Milton Friedman that talked about the four ways to spend money? You can spend your money on yourself, you can spend your money on somebody else, you can spend somebody else's money on you, and you can spend somebody else's money on somebody else. The government, when you're spending somebody else's money on somebody else, you could care less if you like had a freaking Reaper drone orbiting the guy's house 24/7
Of course.
and a SWAT team stacked ready to go. It
There's no accountability and there's no. So when Marine Gun Builder came on, he had talked about this program where federal agents are getting bonused off of the amount of cases that they have.
Create. Yeah.
Not yet, just cases, right? Not active cases, not closed, not good arrests, not clean shoots, not obviously.
So you could go YouTube gun reviews and then just start.
Oh,
I got 100 cases.
Don't give
in the
him any
last half hour.
ideas. But the difficult thing, the thing that's really difficult for me to understand is like, okay, so what are they using as, like, it's so subjective. What are they using as like principles and guidelines here, right? Like, are they just finding people that think fringe and that are armed, and they're just watching them, waiting for opportunities to remove them or arrest them? Or what I mean, what if he didn't fight? What if he just got arrested? Would he be just rotting in jail with all the J6ers? Like, what?
Right.
It's just crazy to me. Like, this could become so dangerous, where somebody saying something, somebody sharing a thought, even if what he said was stupid, it's this is just too much, man. This is the government is way too big and reaching way too far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play a journalist here and say before
self-identified.
Self-identified, yeah. Before I answer, before I pass judgment on everything, I'm still doing research into it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just bringing up the.
But I do want to shout out one of our viewers out there. And I just want to say one of our viewers who follows all of us. Hi, Laura.
Hey,
We're
Laura.
praying for you.
Thank you for spending the time to view the content, and if you could like, share, and subscribe. I'm sure you're already subscribed. It's really cool to have a federal employee as a viewer. I just think that's really cool. So thank you.
Laura, I'm still trying to visit you tomorrow in the nicest way possible.
Look, none of us have any ill intentions. None of us are bad people. Would never. I honestly don't wish anything ill of her at all. And
absolutely. I got too much good ish to lose.
Yeah. We all have lives, families, too much to lose, right? Even if I disagree with her fundamentally in almost every single way on the case that she's trying, that's, it may have just been thrown on her desk, right? But
whatever.
The way that you're treating people's natural rights is wrong, and it's against the law of the land. So I disagree with you in that matter. I can still love you as a person, just like I love all the people. Like, I almost picked up a random stranger on the side of the road today. I called Rich and talked to him. It was pouring down rain, and I was like, man, I feel terrible for this dude. And he was like, Dark, don't turn around. Don't just go like. Is Rich allowed to talk? Just got here. No, not tonight.
I still know crap I'm not allowed to talk about, so I still can be bought.
So okay, so now that we hit the Utah thing, anything else to hit on for Utah before we move on to the next thing?
No, it's just a really fast moving, and information's coming out.
I want to go to y'all's current situation.
All right, all I want to say is just still fast moving. It's a tragedy no matter what. From all intents and purposes, from what his neighbors were saying and everything, I don't think that he was a danger. I think he was just really politically naive when it comes to
people run their mouth, and they shouldn't be room temperature because of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this was a tragedy because when people get on the internet, they say stuff that they would never say. And
that's a problem. You shouldn't be running your mouth, because look, that's documented forever. And
can I finish my thought?
Sure, start.
But I think law enforcement has to consider that as well. I mean, they were surveilling this guy for months. Did they see him making any like and they were probably monitoring his internet connection. Were they was he like looking up vantage points? Was he trying to get tickets to events?
Yeah.
You know, if the answer is no, and they've already had one interaction with him where he said that it was a dream, he wasn't planning on doing anything.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now, just to add really quickly, if those things were uh, to have occurred, if those things were to have occurred, I am certain that they would have made that information as public as they possibly could have. So I would guess that he likely was not actually intending on doing something
Yeah,
bad.
but what I'm saying, from my journalistic perspective, that should be all foilable. So
Yeah.
we'll know for sure here. I wouldn't say shortly because it's going to take a while, but we'll know for sure either way, uh, in the not too distant future.
Yeah.
So I'm going. I know you guys want me to be John Crump the commentator, but to I'm going to maintain my objectivity until I see the FOIA reports. I'm going to keep what I think happened to myself for now until I see the FOIAs. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. What I think happened,
No,
but
I think
you
that
guys are more of the commentary community than
I
I am.
think that's fair, and I think that's professional. I without the details in front of me, wanted to bring it up just to be able to hit on this note, which is how
Absolutely.
dangerous is it that we're living at a time where the government can come across your social media and say, "Ooh, that seems dangy. That seems spicy. Ooh, you have guns. You can't be trusted. Let's watch you for months," and then send an assault team to your house. That
Well,
is dangerous.
I think the bigger story is that the social media platform tournament, which was Facebook.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it
What was
was
that?
his I thought it was somebody that that had known him.
No, no, the reports I read said the social media platform where he posted tournament.
Wow. But they didn't take down the content or strike him or delete his account or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Interesting.
That
Strange. Cuz I
it,
get content deleted all the time.
yes.
And you
Yeah.
bet you're behind. By the way, my
Well,
channel is
well,
doing
I
strike
well,
3.
well, I know how the social media platforms work, and if they believe that there's a threat, they won't that they won't take it down before they contact law enforcement because they don't want to tip off the person that
Mhm.
law enforcement is aware.
Yeah, that makes sense. It
So
gives up a tactical advantage.
if your post gets deleted, it's either they didn't notify law enforcement and just deleted the post, or law enforcement looked at it and said they didn't care.
So I just wanted to hit on this so we could look at that perspective of the danger of, like I mentioned 100 times, the danger of big government and social media, especially Google, YouTube, Alphabet, and then also Instagram, Facebook, and all of these, even Twitter, right? I don't want to call it X. That's stupid.
Yeah.
And all of these guys working hand in hand with the government, and how dangerous it can become when someone who intentionally, like us, we intentionally do nothing wrong, we intentionally do not engage in any illegal activity, we intentionally keep our noses clean, especially because of um, being public figures or whatever, putting ourselves out there on the internet, on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. I keep my nose extremely clean. I'm like nowhere near the line, and because I know there are certain people in the government that will.
That would like to see you forever sleep. Dude, I like the term sanitized. Everything has been sanitized. So good luck.
I
If
bet you know.
you found
What
it,
do
you
I know?
planted it.
There might be people watching this stream right now from the government that would like to see me screw
I
up
hope they're
somehow.
not watching our streams.
Well, I don't
I mean,
know.
I hope that they're not sitting up late watching, or when they get into work, they're watching, N hours of all of our different streams.
Could you
No,
imagine how cool that is that these guys or gals are just paid a salary to watch DLD after dark? What? Man, hook me up. Right?
Hmm.
How do I
I
get that
mean,
job? Come out in PLA, P38 Wilberto. Great to see y'all.
well,
Stay in the room.
So,
I'm assuming they're watching your channel, Dark, because we know for a fact that they monitor everything on my channels, and
Yeah.
they monitor everything on Rich's channels.
And they monitor the
And
calls with CRS. And I spoke with him hours after you guys did, after that whole situation. I think the only reason I wasn't in that initial thing is because I just wasn't part of that piece. And I spoke with him
yeah,
hours later. I also didn't. Well,
you
I should
didn't
probably stop
post.
talking. Yeah,
So, one last thing on this. So the FBI, I would hold to a higher standard than local police. Whether it's town, county, or sheriff, or even state police, I would hold to a higher standard, and
yeah.
I would expect a higher level of professionalism with them. And if they've been observing the guy, they probably had a profile of the guy, psychological profile, and it would have been very easy just to friendly talk to the guy. Whether it's like, hey, fine, you know what, no warrant, can I call you on the phone? Could
Kind of
I?
like it would have been easier to send a cease and desist to CRS and
Hmm,
Justin Irvin.
hmm.
But there's always reasons. Um, Look, any type of government overstep is wrong, and I think in that situation it was a lot of bad judgment. That's all I'll say
Yeah,
on it
yeah.
now.
I and that's like car crashes, auto crashes. It's usually not one person doing one thing wrong or one thing happening wrong. It's usually a number of things ganging up together.
Unless you're the girl that totaled my Lexus, because that was 100% you doing one thing wrong, lady, girl, young lady. So let's move on a little bit. Transitioning to the next topic. Some things have occurred, and you guys, John Crump. This is indeed John Crump, right?
yes, this is definitely me.
How do we know it's you?
Because I know the acoustics of the bathroom that he's calling us from.
I'm not calling you from the bathroom. I'm laying in bed.
Yeah, I figured. No, I'm joking. So, Jonald Crump Jr. Is
Oh, well, you didn't send me a link. I just logged into your freaking StreamYard.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't have the login to your StreamYard, Dark.
You just have to use your login. You just have to click on it.
Whatever.
There's a
Someday.
down arrow. There's a down arrow that you
There's a
just
Yeah,
click.
there's a
yeah.
down arrow. So moving along, there's been some things that
Not
have
not from
occurred.
hold on, not from where we are now.
It's
Doesn't matter.
okay.
Let's move on. Let's move on. I'll figure it out.
We can.
So
I'll help you offline. So there's some things that have occurred as of late, especially
Monday.
over the last few days, where there's been an attempt to censor you guys from uh, an officer of the court employed by the federal government. So do me a favor and start at the beginning of the story where all this began so we can fill in everyone that may not know, because we got like almost 70 people in here right now that may not know everything from the beginning.
Can we start out about there was a leak? We have an informant, and they gave us some information.
Sure.
When do you want to start? Well, I'll let Rich start. But what point do you want to start?
So I
From
would
the
like to
beginning
start.
of the auto key card? Well, I'm sure everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
no. Let's start Monday,
yeah,
August 7th.
what I would do is I would say, you guys. So everyone here is likely familiar with the auto key card case. If you're not, go to CRS Firearms and buy some stuff from Only Tactical Fans, and then come back. If you're here, you're likely familiar with the auto keycard case and CRS Firearms. Hashtag free CRS in the chat if you've, if you're about that life.
I think I've done like a short, like a 3-4 minute video summarizing the auto key card. Well, actually, the trial. So
yeah. So you guys got a call from CRS Firearms, aka Matt Hoover.
Okay. Yeah.
And
So like Friday, Thursday last week. I don't remember when, but
whatever the conversation that occurred was, he received his pre-sentencing guidelines, right? His PSR. Yeah, not print, shoot, repeat. His pre-sentencing, whatever guideline. What's
it's either
report.
They call it PSR or PSI, I guess, pre-sentencing investigation.
Yeah. So when he received that information, being that he is not an officer of the court and has he's allowed to share that information with anyone that he sees
He's
fit.
the only person allowed to share that information.
Yes. So he contacted you guys and walked me through from that point on.
So, I mean, John and I don't even remember the sequence of events, but you know how we communicate with Matt, like either he'll call us directly or he'll be talking to Erica and she'll conference us in.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I'm talking to him, I'll conference Crump in, whatever. So so it's just come around. And look, we are working in a way, like, first off, none of us make money enough to pay for dinner on YouTube. Maybe Dark and Crump do, I don't. But
I could pay for dinner.
Taco Bell, I could pay for dinner for my family.
Yeah,
but
go ahead, continue.
So we do play the views game and the numbers game and whatever. But so we had talked about, like, hey, here's this. I'm not gonna, Matt saying he's not gonna do the story, and that he wants.
He doesn't want Erica to do the story.
Right. Meaning Erica doing the story. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And that he would like, John or I to go with the story. And then John and I talked about it, and John was going to cover the Justin Irving part, and I was going to cover the Matt Hoover part. And, the videos performed well. It was John and I strategized. He was going to go at like 4:00, and he had a 10-minute video. So I was going to launch my video at 4:10. He was going to redirect the people there because John had the bigger channel. That was pretty much it. Now, at the time, we did not actually have the pre-sentencing report. We were just going off of, memory of a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, Erica had sent me the pre-sentencing report, but she didn't title it. Like, I'm a really bad reader. I look at the shape of words or whatever, and I didn't even notice it was Erica's email account. But I missed it completely. So
funny thing is, if you look at the timing, I received the pre-sentencing report after she filed.
You received so you're talking about the document.
The document, yeah.
Filed. Okay, and we'll actually get to her filing in a sec. But
yeah, I'm just saying. I thought that's kind of funny.
You guys are just going off of the conversation that you've had so far. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
And for everyone here, what was the conversation with
basically,
sentencing?
Yeah, there's modifiers depending on your history. Like, hey, were you a good guy in the past or not a good guy?
And we didn't really talk about the modifiers.
No, we didn't talk about any of that. But I'm just general, cookie cutter, a pre-sentencing report is they interview you, your family, people you're involved with, see if you're a good guy, bad guy, whatever,
Yeah.
And based on that, they'll recommend more time or less time. And so we were just reporting on the results. So it wasn't like Four Boxes Diner said. It wasn't like there was a confidential informant and we revealed their name. None of that.
We didn't. We didn't reveal the pre-sentencing report.
Yeah. No, we didn't. All we talked about was, they're recommending X amount of time.
Which for the viewers watching, what is the recommended time or the pre-sentencing guidelines?
So it could work out to a couple of ways. I believe they were talking about releasing Justin Irving for time served, and he might have
3 years
probation.
probation.
3 years
because he's
probation.
been unconstitutionally detained for what, 3 years?
Over 2 years,
Two
I
and a
think.
half years. Yeah.
It's up there. It is up there. I'm sorry to say I don't know precisely. I know Matt's been in custody since April. So
Yeah.
And Matt would be 22 to 32 months, or like behind bars, or a term of 3 years of supervised release. One of the two.
So basically, either 3 years of incarceration or 3 years of house arrest.
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like supervised release, which isn't exactly technically house arrest.
But it's some type of probation or,
Ankle monitor type stuff.
Yeah. See, where I'm from, they usually take, the sentence, cut it in half, and then the supervised release of some sort, whatever it's an ankle monitor or house arrest or whatever, and then they cut it in half. So if they're saying, 2 to 3 years of time, and then 2 to 3 years of supervised release of some.
No, this was or.
Yeah. I just find it interesting because usually they like where I'm from. Usually they're like, okay, you get a year or a year and a half or whatever of time, and then a year or year and a half or whatever of supervised release, monitor release of some sort.
Well, the judge could do that. But
yeah.
But that was basically the PSR, and I didn't even read the damn thing. We just did it by memory.
Now, at the time you guys got this information from your friend, who is CRS Firearms, Matt Hoover, who's the only person that can disseminate this information.
Correct.
He
Correct.
chose
now, an
to
officer
give it
of
to
the
you.
court cannot share that information.
Correct. And
so prosecutor, judge.
Yeah. Anyone who is an officer of the court, of course.
Lawyers, only he can.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, he can authorize other people to do it.
Correct.
He can also specifically ask you guys to report on it, which he did.
Yeah, I mean that's part of his constitutional rights.
Yeah, and that's also, of course, your natural rights that are protected by the Constitution for freedom of the press, freedom of speech, and then, of course, there's the Second Amendment argument just based on the case itself. But so he had asked you guys to get the information out, and you guys were talking about tactics of, well, I'll release a video here, then we'll release a video on this channel and whatever. And then that's kind of where it ended, right? And then Crump, you got a phone call, right?
Yeah, I have lawyers. I have really good lawyers.
He has plural lawyers. Very, very good lawyers.
Yeah, Steven Stimbolia is one of my lawyers. He saw it pop up because, to monitor for anything dealing with me.
Mark Tucker, what's up? Mark Tucker, you were just given a channel membership, by the way, by Kurt24. So good to see you. Welcome back. Sorry, go ahead.
So he called me. He's like, "Hey, you're mentioned in this." I was like, "Mentioned?" She's like, "Yeah. He wants to you to stop reporting everything, destroy everything they have." I was like, "Yeah, that's not gonna happen." He's like, "I've already notified Rob. Rob Olson is one of my other attorneys."
Mm-hmm.
So Rob got this is all at like 9:00 at night. So Rob got Oliver, another attorney, to start working on that, on all this, right? So the next morning, Rob calls me up and he's like, "You ready to go to war?" I was like, "Yep."
Figuratively speaking, in the court of law, of course.
Yeah. So then, So we brought in James Phillips. So the whole next day was my James is my Florida lawyer.
Okay.
So yeah, I have plenty of lawyers, and I got a couple others.
Lawyers
But
by the state.
yeah, so we were working on it all, and so we started getting the motion ready to go, and we were going to file. And what happened was yesterday morning, after like I was gonna break it on your show, like on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Um, and at this point, GOA was not involved. Yesterday morning, I was talking to some guys who were at GOA, like, do you believe this? And Olson and GOA is one of Olson's and Steambolia's clients
Yeah.
too. So it's like a big family, right?
And you've done work with the GOA on and off for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. So I was talking to those guys, and like Aiden Johnson, he was director of federal affairs.
Aiden Johnson is a hell of a guy, by the way. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, so Aiden's like, I let me see. I want to help you. I want to help you with this. So, uh, so Aiden got in touch with Eric Pratt and John Vallejo and some of the other bigwigs, Tim Macy, Sam Padres, and they were like, we're all in. They were like Crump's family, and we're all in. I was like, what does that mean? Just like, you guys gonna have like, like what does that mean? And he's like, we're covering everything. We're covering all legal fees.
That's awesome. I also want to say that Eric Pratt is a hell of a guy too. I just ran into him this past Saturday,
What
and
you want to run into him tomorrow?
in Virginia.
Yeah, yeah. We'll be up at Excel tomorrow. I'm just gonna meet up with him
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah. Let me know what time.
Get one.
I
Dang, you're
might,
making me jelly.
I might be able to pull that off.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was, so when they offered, um, I was like, yeah, I was like, because I want to have Rob and Steve and all of them get paid, and I was fighting them. I was like, dude, I need to pay you guys. They're like, this is a tragedy of justice. We believe in this. But you're my lawyers. You're gonna take my money. But
Hmm.
yeah, so I'm glad they're getting paid. Um,
That's awesome.
and there's a couple other attorneys that are working on things as well that are friends. I was talking to Steven last night, and I was like, she thought Rich and I were some guys just sitting in our basement. I was like, well,
Yeah,
but what she didn't realize is that all my friends are attorneys.
yeah. She,
And not, no, 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 John, you can't say it just like that. Your friends are badass attorneys,
they,
arguing in front of the Supreme Court attorneys.
yeah, they are.
Victories in front of the Supreme Court attorneys.
Yeah, they are the A team of attorneys. And you know what? Partially, she was right. So when we've had conversations offline, which they may be hearing those two, when we've had conversations offline, we were saying like she thought you guys were just some guys in their basement. And you know what? Crump is just a guy in his basement who is extremely well connected and who has done a lot of favors for a lot of people, expecting nothing in return, by the way. So, you never know. Like, don't just attack people for no reason, guys, because you never know they're probably going to protect themselves in some
And
way.
I'm not even doing this to protect myself.
Of course, it's not only for your rights, right? It's for everyone's rights. And
It's for everyone's rights. It goes so much beyond me, man. If they
well,
can
let's
stifle the
actually
press,
before so really quickly. So we didn't really talk about what she did. So what did she do that challenged your natural rights?
uh, she doesn't want me to report on it, and she wants me to destroy all documentation that I have.
I've
And
got the document if you want to bring it up.
I didn't know which one that was, and
Yep,
Nate D
that's it.
probably.
I
Uh,
mean, I don't want to go too much into documents, Rich.
Okay.
that's fine. We can. I didn't know if that was this one or the amicus brief.
The amicus brief, that's not that's Rich's name's not on that, and my name's not on that.
Yeah,
That would be your call, Dark.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
this is her making a motion to gag Crump and myself.
I don't want to get into. I don't think we should get into specifics.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fine. So the document, what she did was she essentially was trying to report to the court, to the judge, that there are YouTubers that are reporting on this, and she was saying that your videos need to be taken down. They've already taken them as, I guess, evidence, that all documents need to be destroyed, and you need to show proof of you destroying them.
Yeah,
And
we had to get notarized saying that please forgive us.
yeah,
It
and
ain't gonna happen.
that basically you guys weren't allowed to talk about it, and you weren't allowed to report on it, and you had to beg for mercy and say your sorries, and Pinky promised that you destroyed everything. And she
Yeah,
cited a bunch of case law that
that
had
was wrong.
nothing to do with, yeah, that was a really interesting thing.
That
so
was wrong case law.
she cited three cases, but the first two, and I don't know if she has ChatGPT doing this for her, but I'm a little worried about the third one. So the first two cases were about court officers divulging PSR information. And that's not print, shoot, repeat, that's pre-sentencing reports.
Mhm.
Now, the third case was about a PSR being calculated incorrectly, and it appears that she pulled a quote from it that isn't anywhere in the document, talking about how it's a chilling effect on the courts, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I couldn't find that in there. So maybe she should spend less time watching our videos and listening to our phone calls,
And
and a little bit more time in the law books.
don't forget reading all the comments as well.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
reading all the comments.
that's one thing we can touch upon because I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And four boxes downer did something on there.
Yeah,
Uh,
he covered that good.
Her problem is that there's mean people in the comments. There's mean people in the comments that trash talk me. And
There's mean people in my comments. Actually, just right before coming on doing this stream, somebody commented about my equipment and said like oh, you're showing all these auto knives are just a bunch of trash. You should just get a Microtech. Well, it's funny because I actually do have a Microtech, but I still love my tack knives. These things are go hard. So you, sir, Clorox shots, don't throw your Clorox shots at me unless you've tried the upper echelon of tack knives. And if you
yeah,
use
like
code dark, you save 20% off. I'm just saying. But there's people that are mean in my own comments, and yours to you, and yours, Rich, to you, and so
Yeah,
on and so on.
yeah, and that's just part of it. I mean, look, would I like people all to love me and all that bit? Yeah, sure. Does
People
it
are
happen? Yeah.
meanies.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I left it up. It's people can say whatever they
I
want.
I rarely delete a comment.
Yeah,
Even if it's mean about me or whatever. I mean, if it's hurtful to somebody else, typically I'll delete it. You know. But now here's the other thing. My full time job isn't
Uh,
grooming my comments.
okay,
yeah,
I want to say to our topic, it's the AUSA. It's not the judge. It's the prosecutor.
Right. Right. Yeah.
The
Some
judge
people
has
get
been
that
pretty
wrong.
fair.
The judge
yeah,
seems to
yeah,
be pretty even keeled.
yeah. It appears that way from what I've seen as just a bystander. I'm a stranger to this bystander watching on the sidelines. It appears that the judge is pretty even keeled and fair. And poor Dark, people talking shit about his deck. Yeah, it seems that the judge is fair. It's the AUSA. We didn't remember if it was ASA, AUSA, or ADA earlier, so we totally botched that. But here, cheers to acronyms.
LMNOP.
Hmm.
So right now, my attorneys and our attorneys are in Jacksonville right now. They flew in, and they are there.
And they said, not today. So what did they actually file? That you're not technically suing, right?
It's called a emergency motion to intervene for limited purposes.
Okay. Emergency motion to intervene for limited purposes. Okay.
The limited purposes is the hearing where she's trying to claim that, you know.
Now, let me ask you this. One of the things that well, do you want to expand on that document at all before I move on to ask some
No, we
questions?
can move on.
So, do you think that it's a possibility that stirring up a shitstorm here with the AUSA could potentially Detective John Kimball says, shoot, I'm even mean to Rich sometimes. um do you think that stirring up some shit could potentially have a negative impact on CRS? I know some people may be asking that.
No, because it's not really dealing with the CRS portion. In fact, our attorneys are going to argue, and they're really good at it, that that he didn't break any rules. Um, she's going to argue that he's not allowed to disseminate that information, which is categorically false.
Mm-hmm.
So if the motion fails, for if we can argue successfully for the motion for us, it will successfully argue the motion for him. Not only that, but it will also point out that this lady is being very, very vindictive.
Yeah, and also quoting things that are inaccurate, quoting inaccurate case law, and also, um, you know, all the things. Just genuinely, generally being wrong. DLD after dark. When people react like this, it usually means they are desperate and they are in fear of losing. Could be.
Yeah, what she's trying to do is she's trying to make CRS look bad,
Yeah.
and we're not going to stand for that.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to not to push back against that is to actually push back against that instead
Yeah.
of cowering and asking for forgiveness. If you go, hey, look, we're not backing down because nothing improper happened. There is no laws broken, no rules broken. There's nothing that you can cite. In fact, we have the exact opposite. If you read it in our brief, I'm not going to touch too much on our brief, but we highlight that that what he did was completely legal and not even out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm. Dang, we love them more than they love us. That's the struggle. Yikes. I bet the Karen is watching us right now. Yeah, it's a possibility. I deal in two different spaces. Probability and possibility. It's a possibility she's watching. So, um, probable, who knows? Possible, sure, absolutely. My my mom could be watching. It's likely not probable, but hey mom. Um, okay, so the amicus brief, what does that do? That you guys
I'm pitting that up there, right there.
okay.
That's me sharing that. And no, I am not. Tony Simon is currently not with me.
It's not pulled up.
If you know the story, we were hanging out on a street that happened to be called VA Street.
Yeah. And it was right around the time that Tony Simon had kidnapped you. Jokingly kidnapped you.
Jokingly kidnapped me, so that's what he's talking about. If anybody's
and
wondering,
and John
Yeah.
called his wife and said, "I'm being took to Gay Street by a big black man," and she's like, "John, good night."
Yeah. Okay.
Tony
Have
thought that was
fun.
hilarious. That she was like, "All right, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll
She's
talk to you
like,
Oh
tomorrow."
yeah, yeah.
she's like,
Your
okay, have
wife and my
fun.
wife should get together.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the shit I'd call and be like, you have no idea what's happening. Blah blah blah. Okay, well, when are you coming home? Like what? Really? Don't forget to get milk.
Milk and
What?
eggs, right?
If you understand the critical legal theory, it explains what happens when Marxists infiltrate the judicial system. Yeet.
Well,
Are you,
this is the thing. She's not even a Marxist. She's she's a registered Republican, which is weird.
What? Serious?
that's
Yeah.
Trump
surprising.
voting Republican?
I told you, man. Two heads of the same snake, bro.
Woo.
Are you sharing a document? I can't see a document if you're sharing it.
I'm not saying I don't see a doc either.
Oh, I thought you said you were pulling up a document.
Do you want me to share the amicus brief?
Oh, and there's a lot of controversy. Is it amicus or amicus? It doesn't matter. It's both the same. It's pronounced. It can be pronounced either way.
Prudence indeed.
I'm just want to confirm that you mean the document you said I shouldn't share. You want me to share?
No, that the amicus brief, the one that you and
Yeah.
John didn't sign, not
Okay.
the other one, not the original, even though it's available on Pacer. By the way, for you guys out there, I just want to add one thing since Tack Knives came up. By the way, if you go to tackknivesusa.com, you can use code DARK and save 20% off your order. They have, I don't think I have one with me. They have I forgot the model, but they have their more budget line economical blades on sale for $39. And then you can use code DARK to support the channel.
Dark, my Max backstage.
Got it. I'll grab it in just a sec. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these blades that someone had said, oh, those are, low budget blades. I'm going to take some of these and some of the the $20 like lightning OTF knives and some of the like mid quality stuff. And I'm going to put them side by side and just start doing some torture tests and beating the crap out of these and see which ones fail first. That way we can actually use real life ish. All right, so she came for surveillance. She stays for the deck talk.
Oh no, not the deck stuff again.
Yeah, right. Just guys,
All right,
don't send deck pics because
no deck
your
pics.
outdoor scenery may offend people.
Yeah, your bushes may not have been trimmed. So the amicus
DECK deck DECK.
deck motion for lead file amicus curiae brief. Being that I don't speak Latin or anything like that, I don't know what most of this means, but brief amicus curiae, a list of amici to be added in support of John Crump's
Yeah.
emergency
Okay.
motion.
I think this might be a draft copy that
Yeah.
you have to have up, but whatever. It's the same. It's whatever.
Okay, so in support of John Crump's emergency motion to intervene for the limited purpose of responding to the United States motion for order prohibiting dissemination of pre-sentence investigation report.
So this is just the address to the court. So what it's talking about here is that those who have signed, they have knowledge and expertise relevant to the subject matter of the litigation that will aid the court's consideration of the matter. And let's see, some more legal fluff. And forgive me for saying that because I know you guys work hard on this stuff. Proceeding, district inherent. So
I don't work hard on it.
It talks about no, I mean if any of the attorneys are watching. So it talks amicus brief is a friend of the court brief. It's like, hey, I'm knowledgeable in this area and let me share some information. So the participants is for the court benefit. Let's see. So this is citing some case law with regards to why there's an amicus brief. So the individuals that are signing on to this brief, they're journalists joined together who, like John Crump, are engaged in essential tasks of gathering, disseminating information on various topics of importance to the public, to which each of them reports on issues of the Second Amendment and the right to bear arms, and have an army of viewers to rely upon them to ferret out government impropriety. And let's see. So this is talking of freedom of the press, and the press is the people to hold the government accountable.
Hold on, go
And
back up. Let me read that top part. Sorry.
yep,
Whatever it says, Morvantes, Amici, Curai, are journalists who are committed to protecting the integrity of the First Amendment right to free press. The freedom of press is integral for the functioning of our republic and is a foundational tenet of our system of government because it allows the people to hold the government accountable. Okay, all right. So I just didn't get through that. In
mhm.
this case, the government seeks to silence the press and avoid accountability by discounting the legitimacy of members of the press on the implied premises that because they are associated with any because they are not associated with any mainstream or legacy news network, they're not legitimate members of the press. The government seeks to diminish the status of freelance reporters who self publish their content by referring to them pejoratively as YouTube personalities. It is firmly established that the First Amendment uh, aegis extends further than the text. It's a little too small for me. You can go ahead if you want to pick up
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah, so it extends further than the text prescription on laws abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, and encompasses a range of conduct related to gathering and dissemination of information. Indeed, freedom of speech and freedom of the press are two of the great bulwarks of liberty, and therefore shall never be restrained, but every person shall be held responsible for their abuse. And that's North Carolina General Statute, and it cites the statute. Every person may speak, write, publish sentiments on all subjects, but shall be responsible for the abuse of the right. No law shall be passed to restrain or abridge the liberty of speech or press. And let's see, I'm assuming that's Florida constitutional. The Supreme Court has observed that the First Amendment goes beyond protection of the press and self expression of individuals to prohibit government from limiting the stock of information from which the members of the public may draw. And then it cites case law. It is well established that the Constitution protects the right to receive information and ideas, an important corollary to the interest in protecting the stock of public information. There is an undoubted, is that undoubted? Yes, undoubted right to gather news from any source by means within the law. And then they cite case law. Let's see. Right to record, law enforcement. All right, they keep citing, gathering information. Okay. And therefore, gathering information about government officials from that can readily be disseminated to others serves as a cardinal First Amendment interest in protecting and promoting free discussion of government affairs. And then it cites case law. Moreover, as the Supreme Court has noted, freedom of expression has a particular significance with respect to government because it is here that the state has special incentive to repress opposition and often wields a more effective power of suppression. It cites case law, and this is particularly true of law enforcement officials who are granted substantial discretion that may be misused to deprive individuals of their liberties. And then it cites case law,
Hmm.
observing that the public has interest in the responsible exercise of the discretion of the granted police and prosecutors, ensuring the public's right to gather information about their officials not only aids in the uncovering of abuses and citing court case law, recognizing core First Amendment interests, the dissemination of information relating to alleged government misconduct, but also may have statutory effect on the functioning of government more generally, and then citing case law. noting that many governmental processes operate best under public scrutiny. The First
Mm-hmm.
Amendment right to gather news is, as the court has often noted, not one that ensues solely to the belief of the news media, rather the public's right to access information in a context with that of the press, and citing case law, noting that the Constitution assures the public and the press have equal access to the government and is open doors. The First Amendment does not guarantee the press a constitutional right of special access to information available to the public generally. Moreover,
Not available to the
right.
public.
I'm sorry if I didn't put
That's all right.
emphasis on not.
Just in
So
case
basically,
this
they're saying,
faces scrutiny, I just want to
yeah,
make sure.
yeah, they're saying, hey, the press and the people are equal; they have equal rights to the information. Moreover, changes in technology and society have made the lines between private citizens and journalists exceedingly difficult to draw. The proliferation of electronic devices with video recording capability means that many of our images of current events come from bystanders with readily available cell phone or digital camera rather than a traditional film crew, and news stories are now just as likely to be broken by a blogger at her computer or a reporter at a major newspaper. Such developments make clear that the news gathering, sorry, I got distracted for a second. News gathering protections of the First Amendment cannot turn on professional credentials or status.
Oh,
So,
let me read this part. This is important.
But I do have professional press credentials anyway.
I think that's what this hits on. It says, John Crump is a professional journalist. If it is so significant that Mr. Crump also publishes his, it is so, sorry, it is of no significance that Mr. Crump also publishes his content on YouTube or his own website because we, the people, are the press. There is no requirement that he possesses press credentials, even though, of course, you do, from the New York Times in order to be considered a legitimate news outlet. Even so, Mr. Crump is a regular contributor to One
Un-American
American
News.
News Network and has written extensively for MLN Shooting Sports News. Mr. Crump's writing has reported on this case, and this content has been viewed by thousands of readers. He is a journalist who has a constitutional right to report upon these events. And this was signed by Iraq veteran 8888.
I don't know.
And
Are we going to see your G name here?
you just go down. It's all good. I mean, so okay, where is it? Keep going. It's okay. Just let it go. You know, at
I
this
think
point.
this is the draft.
I'm like, can I cover
Okay, so Iraq veteran 8888 legally armed America. It's all right. You can keep going. Or
Sure, I
you
can
can
keep
read
going.
it. I mean, I signed the Congress letter. I don't really care. You're giving it the Streisand effect. Iraq veteran 8888 legally armed America. Guns and gadgets to Second Amendment news. Hank Strange, Babyface P, Military Arms Channel, Classic Firearms. Hey, shout out to Clint.
Yeah, it's Clint Morgan.
Yeah, that's my guy. Coda Boy 32, KB 32 Tactical, 28 EDU, Active Self Protection, John Korea, Active Self Protection, DLD After Dark, Marine Gun Builder, that's my guy, Drop It Like It's Scott, and the VSO
cool.
Gun Channel.
There's some other ones. This is draft. Also Guns Off TV, Sure Michael, and John both signed it as well.
Nice.
And Tim Hoffman wanted to sign it, but he missed the deadline.
Oh shoot!
Oh, it was already submitted. He contacted me like right after it submitted.
Oh,
he's like,
man.
I just missed. I missed this. Sorry. I want to be honest. Sorry.
Oh dang! I love that kid.
Oh no, he's talking about Military Arms Channel.
No, Tim Hoffman.
He said Tim Hoffman.
Oh, Tim Hoffman, Hoffman Tactical.
Yeah, he was gonna sign it, but he missed the deadline.
Nice.
To get back.
Yeah. Yeah, well, for anybody out there that sees my name, don't make shit weird. Just call me Dark. All right, because I do still like to have anonymity from the maniacs out there. All right, so just call me Dark. All right.
My wife
Um,
and I call him Dark.
yeah,
My
no,
wife daughter.
dude,
Is that Dark?
I have friends. So a lot of people don't know this, but people would nickname call me Dark prior to like way prior to this. His name is the Darkness. Yes.
Or you could just call him Black. He answers to Black also.
We already know everyone else's G names. We're all feds, remember? Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but here's the thing. I want to thank you. That was written beautifully by Ron Shook and Eric Friday.
Oh
Eric
man, they're
Friday.
killing it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Ron Shook is part of Grassroots North Carolina, which is a great organization. Um, and Eric Friday is the chief legal counsel for Florida Carry. I didn't ask him to do that. I didn't ask him to do any of that, but they did it. And they're not part of the legal team. They're not getting paid by us or anything like that. They just did that on their own.
Dark chocolate. That's awesome, man. That's to be able to have that type of connection with people that are willing to help is awesome. And you know
And
what? Honestly, like I am going to go out on a limb here and guess that AUSA Laura hyphen last name was probably not expecting this. She was probably expecting you guys to, find the
oh my gosh,
document
I'm
on
scared.
Pacer and become terrified because typically when, people.
No, can I stop you? I don't think she was. I think that she was hoping to get the order and then come after us with the order. I don't think she wanted us to know. I don't think that she knows that I have attorneys that monitor freaking Pacer.
Mm, yeah, I mean that makes sense. I get that.
And you guys wonder where your uh, where your Patreon money goes. Just joking.
Yeah, right. There you go. We need to initiate a call flood.
No, I mean, no, I don't, I
Um,
don't, I don't think so. I mean, hopefully the judge sees right through this and tomorrow.
yeah,
But
I think.
if the judge for some reason don't, we're prepared and we're funded to take this as high as it needs to go.
Take it to SCOTUS. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But I mean, hey, look. If there's a way to put someone in check that is trying to, just like we were talking about in the beginning, right? Where is the government encroachment too much, right? You guys know 100%. I've always been open that I believe in limited government, right? Just leave us alone, right? Limited government. And the story that we started with in the beginning was a story of when government is encroaching in your life to the point where this man in Utah died, right? Every single person on this planet has natural rights, and in my opinion natural rights regardless of their status, regardless of if they had a felony or whatever. If they are free walking in the general public, they have all of their natural rights. And even if they're incarcerated, the only reason they don't have those rights during that time is because they're incarcerated and don't have access to their property. When they're released, I believe they're given all their rights back the moment they are released from being incarcerated. But anyway, aside from that, um, the moment that government challenges these natural rights that we are not only supposed to just be, they're bestowed upon us, but they're supposed to be guaranteed to us by the Constitution of the United
Right,
States and
right.
also by the Constitution of our individual states. And government's only job is to
Is to
guarantee
protect
those
that.
rights.
Yeah.
And what direction do you see all of us going?
Not in a good one.
No.
It's they're constantly encroaching or finding ways to encroach upon our rights, like the ice cream eater and child sniffer. He often says
Oh,
no right is absolute. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater. I'm like, oh, not that.
of
It's like,
course you
oh,
can. The chair is against the wall. Yeah, you can absolutely yell
Oh, oh, oh,
fire in a
oh,
kind of theater.
Oh, I almost forgot the most important thing. I was gonna make a video on it. Oh my goodness.
Do tell.
This
Can I
is
make the
like,
video right now?
yeah, this is almost as bad as forgetting your wife's anniversary, if not worse.
What are you talking about?
Happy Wolverine Day, guys.
It's Happy Wolverine Day.
Today?
Yes,
You
yes,
hold on. You took off the day of streaming on Wolverine Day?
I know. Well, my kids were sick, so I didn't have any choice.
Look, man, you can,
Do you know what Wolverine Day is?
isn't it the day
The
that
release of Red Dawn.
It's 39 years ago today. Red Dawn was released.
the red plane is on the table? Wolverines! Everyone's saying Wolverines in chat.
Yeah,
Um,
39 years ago today.
Oh my God, I'm old.
man, you outlived Patrick Swayze, man. That's crazy.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know
Well,
how Rich should take that, but
it's just a bad joke. I'm sorry.
Too soon.
you want to feel old, Rich? I don't think Dark was born when Wolverine when the
Oh
original Red
shoot,
Dawn came out.
that's right.
You
Yeah,
don't
you
think
weren't.
I was not? I was not. I was
What?
literally not even a floater.
So Joe Morse, like who's never seen any of these movies.
No, you seen Red Dawn though.
Silence. That brief moment of silence was epic. That was awesome. He has seen Red Dawn. No, he only saw the new one.
Yeah,
But he never saw
yeah,
the
the new one.
original.
I don't think
You
he
gotta
saw
watch
the
the original.
original because he didn't see the original Red Dawn. He didn't see Goonies. He didn't see the original
Wolverine.
Terminator. He didn't see.
No, oh gosh, the original Terminator was so bad.
Dude, I mean, like we went
It's
through like
great.
all of them.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
even think.
The stop motion animation in the end.
Well, it was a low budget movie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice.
Wh-
PBS 14 arrives tomorrow. Tonight is like Christmas Eve, dude. Hell yeah, that
Nice,
is awesome, man. You
It's
deserve night
PBS
vision.
14 day tomorrow.
Yes, dude.
nice, easy infidel.
Good for you, man.
Nice.
That's awesome. T2 is still watchable. 100%. Totally agree.
Oh, totally, totally. So wait,
I just watched it
was
recently.
T2? How? What year was Conan the Barbarian? What year was Terminator actually T1?
So I did not see Conan the Barbarian. I just never found it interesting.
I never found it interesting either. But Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't even have a talking line in it.
I think that was kind of like the point, right? Dark is now officially older than you, Rich. Nose in the corner.
What was Arnold Schwarzenegger's first movie?
California.
Oh no, no! Oh God, what was that movie called? He was like a caveman.
No,
The Liquid Terminator, though.
Oh gosh, what was it? I don't know.
his voice was dubbed in the movie.
I don't
I'm
know.
real sure I've seen it like many years ago.
I do remember hearing something about his voice being dubbed, but I can't recall. Help
It
me
was
out.
like Hercules in New York.
Really? I never. No, then I never heard of it. So it
Dude,
wasn't Conan the
Yeah,
Barbarian.
look. No,
Detective
look. S. Armitage got it.
Detective John Kimball
Detective
knows
John, Detective John
everything.
Kimball got it before, and I think it was. Look at it. I guess.
Oh my gosh! The Long
Yeah.
Goodbye, Stay Hungry, Pumping Iron. Okay. The Villain, Scavenger Hunt. Conan the Barbarian was like, I don't know, his 8th movie. Conan the Destroyer.
Oh, Pumping Iron. Yeah, Mentos. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Pumping Iron or Hercules. Hercules, Conan,
Can
$1,000
anyone
thanks.
name the other governor that was in Predator?
Jesse Ventura.
Ah, not for you to do.
Oh,
So,
I ain't got time to bleed.
Hey, did you guys, let me ask you this. Did you guys ever hear the story about how, what's his name? Yuri Bezmenov, about how he escaped
Oh no.
his Russian handlers?
No, I have no idea.
Dude, I may for this one, I may actually have to pull it up, and like one night we'll have like a movie night with Dark, and then we'll do like we'll pull that part up and like let him actually explain the story because he knew that if the Russians found out that he was leaving and going to the US and basically turning on Russia, that he knew what was going to happen to him. What do you think was going to happen?
He was going to get killed.
He would be killed, right? As a traitor, right? So they sent him to, I think, and guys, if you know the story, please, bear with me because I'm just, free balling right now. But I believe it was India. I think he was sent to India for some other missions, and he actually like left the embassy dressed as a hippie. He like watched these hippies that would smoke weed near the embassy like almost every day, and they had like a routine, so he watched them and like surveilled them, and then one day brought a change of clothes to change into, left the embassy, changed his clothes, walked up to the hippies, bought like $10 worth of weed from them, and then got in the van and they drove off with him, and he had to like sneak around. They were looking for him. He had a bunch of like documents and information, and he had to like get on the run in India and find a way to get to, because they would have known where he was going to be going, right? So at 420. um anyway, it's cool as shit to hear how he did it. And man, like every single thing that Russian, you get the window. Every single thing that he said, man, 40 years ago now, 35, 40 years ago,
True.
is
True
true.
AF.
100%.
Well,
And because it's been a slow burn, we didn't even see all the little things that were taking place to get there. Man, oh
Yeah.
god, it's so crazy.
well, I will say I have no idea what my stepdad did for the CIA, but he used to work for the CIA. The only thing I do know that he did, and I found this out at the funeral by one of the people that showed up there, was there was a time where they snuck someone that was defecting out of a country in a mail truck by making them stay in a mail bag.
Wow.
Give
That,
them a bottle, some water.
damn. A bottle of drink out of and a bottle of piss in.
Dig
Basically.
Hard to watch now, if I'm being honest. I haven't watched a movie besides a kids movie in 2 years, though. Honestly, dude, movies are everything, man. Movies are great as long as you don't get too wrapped up into them. Remembering that they're entertainment, right?
Oh,
Remember, go ahead.
can I also tell you how I think it was Sergei Fedorov defected hockey player. They
I don't
were
know.
o- they were over here to play an international game, and they were eating dinner at the hotel. And the Red Wings signed him. So this wasn't done by the government. This was done by the freaking Detroit Red Wings.
Wow.
So
Dang.
they had a car waiting out back. They were communicating with in secret. So they went to the bathroom, ran through the kitchen, jumped in the back of a car. They took off. They drove into the airport. He jumped on a private plane. It was off to like Detroit to sign his
Signs.
NHL contract.
Signs was a good one too. That's crazy. That's a crazy story. The
Yeah, but
Wings did some shady stuff. No way, really. I mean,
yeah,
aside
but
from what you just described, of course. Well,
All
hey,
right.
look, I
I
appreciate you
got to
guys.
bounce.
Yeah, you're good. I'm gonna go ahead and close it now. You want to jump or you want to stick around for the
Yeah,
last
I'll
few
hang
minutes?
for the close.
So, I appreciate you guys both coming on and just being vulnerable and sharing your true feelings on how you really feel about this encroachment on your natural rights that are supposed to be protected under the
can I bring up
Constitution.
one more thing?
Yeah, sure, bring it up, man.
Rich did his first radio interview today, and he did a
Oh yeah,
great
yeah,
job.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
what do you want to expand upon that at all?
It was Locked and Loaded Radio with Bill Frady.
What?
Uh, yeah,
You
and
talked to Bill Frady?
I talked to Bill Frady a lot.
Are you serious?
No, he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, they're good friends.
What? Dude, is there any way you could connect me?
Yeah, I can definitely do that, man. I'll put you in a text message with them.
I'm just
No,
kidding.
no.
I don't know who Bill Frady is. I just wanted to make it sound
Oh yeah,
super.
no, he's like an OG. So we have a national radio show. So
I do know that name though.
we did the radio show, and at the end, it was just like, and we're out, thank you, and like, Richard's like, the phone just disconnected. I'm like, yeah, that's how it works, man.
Are you sure he didn't have any interviews for crashing planes?
Nah, I laid low for that.
No,
Did you say anything when
it
this
was like,
disconnected?
we're going into hour 3. And Richard's like, well, what happened? It's like, dude, that's the way it works. They move on. They do the interview, and then they move on. I mean, they give us 4 segments.
Yeah, they're not like us. They don't
Yeah,
stick
we had a
around.
whole an hour in radio is 20 minutes. So
Honestly,
I'm sorry, 40 minutes. It's 40 minutes.
In the truth of things, right? I'm looking at this like objectively. If so, we're talking about how like obviously the federal government, whoever watches all sorts of stuff, like who knows our content on YouTube and Instagram and whatever, and does whatever crazy things that they do. If they really wanted to know what was up, you should see the conversations that happen in StreamYard after the stream ends. Those are the real gold conversations. So hopefully you guys can get a warrant for that shit, because pure gold. That's what I'm talking about. But of course, we would never say or do anything illegal. It's just funny conversations.
Isn't
Great movie.
StreamYard servers in Ukraine?
I sure hope not. I don't know.
They are.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Jesus, we should get a backup.
Well, I know they have U.S. servers. The company is located in Ukraine.
You could take Bruce Willis's spot in Unbreakable too.
Yeah, so it's a Ukrainian company. They moved most of their technical staff out of the country to keep StreamYard running.
That would probably be wise.
It's kind of messed up.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up, guys. I also want to remind you guys, since I don't currently have any more PWEDC patches, if you guys go to DLD Hardware, if you want to support the channel, or Jamma,
Just come get the other patches.
Yeah, I'll grab those too. I'm just saying, I also have
bring them with you, John.
The FTATF stickers that are available for $2. They're $2 or $2, I think. So for $2, and I usually throw a few in there. And if you're a viewer, put something in there so I know you're a viewer, and I'll see if I can throw something else in. I can't always, right? But sometimes I do. If you use code just for these, right? If you use code PWEDC10, it gives you free shipping, which is like $8.50, and I don't want to charge.
Have I gotten my free stickers yet?
I don't know. Have you ordered them? If you guys use code PWEDC10, then you'll get free shipping, because shipping is like $8.50, but I don't need to use the tracked shipping with these, so it's senseless. So using code PWEDC10 will knock off the shipping, and then you just pay $2, and then the profit from these, which I've only sold like 14 of them, are going to be given to CRS Firearms family as well. So the profit, half the profit, whatever, I'll just give them the profit. I don't really care, but whatever it says on the listing is at least what I'm going to do, if not more. DLD After Dark, remind, no stream Saturday. Yes, so there's going to be no stream this Saturday, so I'm doing every other Saturday. I know it's hard to follow, so just keep an eye out, and
I'll just jump on Dark's channel and give a rant.
You could do that, a little schizo rant. I was gonna go schizo tonight, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little more calm and collected. But I'm gonna be changing up the schedule. As a matter of fact, after the stream ends, leave a comment saying what you would like my schedule to be. Like, what would be most convenient for y'all? Typically, I do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 p.m. Let me know what you guys want. Do you want to see another dark coffee once a week? Do you want to see another, like,
I actually like the dark coffee.
Honestly, I enjoyed it. It was good.
It's better as a rich dark coffee, but
That's true. That's true. Rich dark coffee is good. But then DLD After Dark, in the morning, maybe we'll work on it. So leave a comment, and of course, these comments are going to be used for giveaways and things like that we're doing in the future. So just
Oh,
be on the
John, are we
lookout.
giving away something?
Yes, we are.
We are. Hold on.
Daily Dark. Just remember, don't drop a link because the link goes to a complete thing, and the complete thing is not allowed to
It's
be
the
shared.
contest. You can share the contest.
You can?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can also go to Crumpy's link tree too.
Yeah, you can go to crumpy.com.
I didn't know you could do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know.
Clint does it all the time.
But on YouTube though?
Yeah.
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 DLD Coffee Company. Hey, you know what? Maybe one day. Right now it's like sunset with DLD. Yeah.
The grind with DLD.
Ooh, DLD, the dark grind. All right, guys. Before we all go, remind everybody who you are, what you do, where they can find you.
Not in jail, and in my office. So Flying Rich on YouTube, also Flying Rich Firearms on YouTube, and flyingrich.com for all of my social media and contacts to get a hold of me.
Shit, we were supposed to do a dark roast. We were supposed to have we had 10 people that all agreed to roast me, and we never did it. DLD Hub. You know what? We'll schedule a dark roast. Let's do it for a month out, and I'll count on you two to grab people to roast me. That'd be really good. All right, Crump, remind everybody where they can find you as well.
Virginia.
You can find him on John Crump News on YouTube, John Crump Live on YouTube. You can also check out his massive throbbing Discord server as well. And you can also be a part of his Call of Duty
It's
team.
discord.io/Crump.
I'm sure everyone is writing that down. So make
Or
sure.
you can just go to crumpy.com and go to the contest, and there's a link there where you can actually just join, and you can get injuries.
Yeah, you can win a Dark Grinds deck. You can win a Stayer 9 milli thingy. So do that. If you haven't held one of those Mamma Jammas, woo, those things are fire. So to support DLD After Dark, you can support DLD After Dark by clicking on the subscription or description, excuse me. Subscribing. Channel members is actually one of the best ways to support the channel. I need it now. Every little bit helps. I appreciate all you guys so much. You're the darkest
And there's
gorilla.
the hardware store you're going to be working at.
And then the other option is DLD After Dark. So go to the description and then, or I'm sorry, After Dark, and then go to DLD Hardware. You guys can support ordering anything off there. I'm going to be expanding some of the stuff on there too. I may even be putting some magazine repair kits for folks out there that need to repair some magazines as well. So, well, I'll figure that out and some more stuff. And you guys soon are going to see a DLD 9mm complete serialized pistol that will lawfully be sent to FFLs. So be on the lookout for that. And that ish is going to be like a fully kitted out fire AF setup for a very, very, very good price. So anyway, let's go ahead and end with the rules. So everybody remember, rule number 1 is to be kind. Right now, being kind doesn't mean being weak and stupid and foolish. Okay. What I'm talking about is in general, be kind. It's so important to be kind. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So just be kind. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you give to others, when you bless others, you become blessed. That's the way the world works. A hand that's open to give is open to receive. Rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence, make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. We are out. I appreciate all y'all so much. John Crump and Flying Rich, thank you all both rather for joining, and I will see y'all soon. You guys want to say bye to them?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Leave a comment with what schedule you want. Leave a comment with what schedule you want. That'd be important to me. Okay.
Your mom's
Bye.
box.
Your mom's box.